That's a great breakfast for a big girl like you. Here, Pearl. Yeah, I can't believe it either. Hey, Mama. Good morning, Dixie. How about some breakfast? We are going to spoil Dixie and Beverly with a little bit of apple cinnamon Cheerios today. Yum! I bet y'all want some too. These girls love cereal. Come on, babies, let's get some breakfast. Oh boy. It sounds so good, doesn't it? Careful on your walk over. They look so pretty in the morning sun. Because I think so. Maybe I'm biased, a little bit biased. Good morning, ladies. How are you, baby? How are you? Did you sleep good? How are you, Miss Bev? Oh, she's good, is that what you say? Okay, hang on. Y'all, that's a hard image to beat right there. Oh, yum. Do you love it? Those are pretty good, huh? Apple cinnamon for breakfast. You know, they say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but did you know? It's actually not. Did you know that the cereal companies actually made that up? I'm not kidding. I don't think that you agree that it's not the most important, because I think that you really enjoy breakfast. It's kind of our special time, isn't it? So maybe it is the most important meal of the day for horses and ponies. Maybe. Don't eat my arm, silly. But it's a true story. That's what they say. They say that companies like that, the dairy industry, so the milk people, made up the whole, like, that you need milk to make your bones strong and have calcium, because we don't really need milk. Did you know that? And that the cereal industry made up the whole breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Yeah, I can't believe it either. I think that you're on their page, though. I think that you would probably be a great slogan marketer for, you know, representing how important breakfast is to you, because you're certainly the cutest. That's for sure. And did you also know that eating Cheerios doesn't really lower your cholesterol? I know, it's a shock. I know. What they're saying is, instead of eating bacon and eggs, eat our cereal. Oh boy. Instead of eating bacon and eggs, eat our cereal. Yeah, that's true story. Again, the cereal industry pushing what we should eat. I love you. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy, crazy. But I get that y'all think that this is the greatest thing ever. Would you like to try some out of the bag? Oh no, look. All the Longhorns are over here like, what do we get for breakfast? Dixie. Oh my goodness. So, here comes Tex and his little fam going, could we get some Cheerios? We like Cheerios. Are there snacks? Breakfast is our most important meal of the day, too. And these girls are like, hurry, they're coming. This was our breakfast moment. Baby. Oh, I love you so much. I need a better bucket system out here, though, because holding a bag of cereal between my legs and making a video isn't very conducive. Although, these girls really like all of your droppings. All the little nuggets that you let drop, they're big fans of. Oh boy, Trixie, I don't know if I'd be out there if I were you. Oh boy. Isn't it funny what marketing campaigns and industries can do? And then somehow that sticks with us. I mean, it's as simple as jingles. I remember jingles and phrases from being a kid that I shouldn't. Like, for instance, gutter helmet. Never clean your gutters again. You bet. Call 8776 helmet. Why is that in my head often? I don't know. I also remember the magic carpet lady. That was a St. Louis thing. And I know that even the Longhorn Lester jingle is catchy, and you remember it. Heck, the silly I Have Anxiety song is catchy, and we remember it, and we apply it to things in our life, or we randomly sing it. But it goes to prove that marketing and the people that strategize around those things are incredible at that, at making us, number one, believe things that we don't question. Why would anybody question that breakfast is the most important meal of the day? Sounds right. Feels right. Feels like you got to get your fuel going and everything else. But in reality, what you're doing is increasing your blood sugar for the day. Here, up top, baby. Sorry, I wasn't trying to play tricks on you. And setting a tone for your body to have to build insulin to fight it off. And lo and behold, now you've consumed more calories than you ever needed for the day. I know, I'm probably preaching to a choir, and maybe even some that don't believe me. But it's true. I have done plenty of my own research, and if you do look it up, they really did create that. Like I said, the same thing with the dairy industry, creating that you needed to be able to have... What in the heck is going on up here? That you needed to drink milk. There is no other animal on this earth that drinks another animal's milk product for nutrition later in life. None. The fact that we're actually the only animal that drinks another animal's milk product. And then we do it for, eternity. Why? Because the dairy industry said so. There's a ton of ways to get calcium from plants. Oh, shoot, excuse me. There's a ton of ways to get calcium. It doesn't have to come from milk and drinking milk. But boy, milk does a body good. Remember all of those marketing ploys? I think, I remember the model lady. I can't remember her name, of course. I remember all kinds of celebrity figures being in magazines, a full page with a milk mustache. I know, it's kind of crazy. Come here, Pearl. I'm going to have to give everybody a little breakfast snacky poo. I will. I'm going to have to put out some actual grain, though, because I don't think the Longhorns want to eat apple cinnamon Cheerios. They want real fuel for the day. We'll just do a little bit. But, yeah, I don't know where that came from. I guess because I'm sitting here looking at a bag of Cheerios and feed them to my horse and thinking to myself, like, I remember when. I also remember when there used to be toys in the bottom of every cereal box, too, and how we were too poor to afford the name brand cereal, and none of the off-brand cereal actually came with any of that in it, and how sad that it felt. While all my other friends had really cool things. Hey, Pearl. You want some Cheerios, baby? You want to try some, love? Oh, you got some hay. That's a good breakfast. That's a great breakfast for a big girl like you. Here, Pearl. Not interested? Oh, well, Dixie's coming. Dixie, that was mean. Here. All right. I'm glad that Pearl found some extra hay. There's actually more left over for everybody, so if they're hungry this morning, they can come up and eat. And that's a better breakfast than what I actually just served. Pearl, you're a good girl. That's very nutritious. I'm so proud of you. She's like, see, Dixie, this is what happens when you eat healthy. And Dixie's like, I'm an old lady. I'm 25 years old. In horse years, that's really old, y'all. And she's like, and if I want to eat some Cheerios for breakfast, I'm going to. And Beverly's like, yeah, that's what horses do. I don't know if that's what they're really saying. I make things up, Pearl, okay? I make things up. I know you know. I want you to see one more thing before I go, though. Pearl's bag has essentially dried up, which is fabulous. It has made her hormones calm down, and she's doing a lot better. If you'll notice, there's no yelling out here whatsoever this morning. And I think everybody's going to be really well. Now, if we can just get her some weight put on, because it's going to be a rough winter otherwise. That's right, Tex. I'm trying to fatten up everybody, actually, not just Pearl. As I look at him, I see a hip bone too that isn't normally visible this time of year. So we got some work to do around here, and we're going to make it happen. I promise. Happy breakfast.